A lot of people associate Mad Men with cocktails or cool 60s clothes. I think about elevators. Once I noticed how often characters interact in elevators, I became a little obsessed. I went back through all 85 episodes that have aired so far and counted 59 elevator scenes. I was sure they held a secret to the meaning of Mad Men, so I called up series creator Matthew Weiner to find out.
The thing that's most important to note, and it's terrible but true, this is a very, very inexpensive set.
Okay, so Weiner says elevators mostly save the show money, but he also used these small spaces for big dramatic impact. We talked about what went down in some of his favorite elevator rides.
Just from a creative point of view, it was a way to often get two characters together who would not go and see each other. There's a public space element to it that I find, really heightens subtext and drama because, they can't really say exactly what's on their mind. In Lady Lazarus, that was actually an idea my wife had. It was a use of the elevator in the building as a emotional symbol of how Don was feeling. And I think when she leaves in that elevator and she's leaving his life in a way, he's feeling rejected or whatever, and him getting the elevator and looking into it and seeing it's not there is not about him wanting to kill himself. It's about the fact that this is gone. She's gone. That's an absence. In Signal 30, when Pete and Don are there at the end, they're both facing forward. You're always looking from a filmmaking's point of view at a way to have both people facing the camera in a believable way. So the elevator is always providing that, because when people look at each other, it diffuses the tension. People who are embarrassed especially. So having Pete talk about through the corner of his eye, we're supposed to be friends, that was, to me, that could only happen in the elevator.
Why are we even having a fight at work? This is an office. We're supposed to be friends.
In the crash, where Don is clearly obsessed with Sylvia, he's been stalking her, and then rides in the elevator with her.
How are you?
Busy.
They just stand there, and it's very tense, and you're waiting for one of them to break and say something, and it's showing that Don has sort of gotten over this in some way. I had built enough time into the episode that I could let this thing play out to its excruciating end. Because it feels like it's really happening.
And aside from the needs of various scenes, Weiner thinks there's something about an elevator ride that just connects with the themes of the show.
The elevator is a great place for anticipation and a great place for resolution. It's an entrance and an exit, and a lot of the show is interested in that all the time.
Going down?